Hi, good morning. My name is Evelyn Escobar, and today we're going to be doing a persuasive speech of how to implement bullying awareness program. To begin with, my general purpose today is implementing bullying awareness programs can help educate others on how to treat others without cruelty or making jokes about other people's appearances. My specific purpose today is having informative programs can help students stop having suicidal thoughts and keeping them safe from our society. For my thesis statement, a lot of people consider bullying to be something as funny, but however, this type of effect can really affect someone's mentality and can affect and degrade someone's self-esteem throughout the years. In my opinion, I really do feel like bullying shouldn't be something considered as funny or as a joke. Implementing a lot of bullying awareness programs throughout school can help alleviate negative behaviors that go throughout students that go outspoken or that go without having attention. To begin with, in my introduction, I just want to put out there that I feel like, in my opinion, I just feel like bullying tends to happen at a really young age. I'm talking about elementary criteria, because I just feel like kids just don't know how to lie to each other, and they will literally be brutally honest with each other. So I feel like that just tends to happen at a young age, because that's when you start to perceive making new friends and how others perceive you in a way as a person. So as a globally fact, 1 to 3 children gets bullied at least every day in elementary. So I just feel like that plays a huge factor, because it starts to develop as a child, and then you move to middle school, and then you move to high school, which it starts to get progressively worse. To continue on, my objective today is to be discussing on how to better our bullying awareness programs starting at a very young age, and how to create a safer environment for our students, so that way they won't feel like they're being shut out or not having anybody to talk to about their problems. Moving forward, I really do feel like a need is to implement various support systems throughout elementaries, because I feel like that's where it starts everything. I really do feel like teachers don't tend to pay attention to all of this, because I feel like they think that kids are just playing with each other. They don't really mean what they're saying. Children are literally going to be the most brutally honest people that you're going to meet. They don't know how to lie yet. Their brains haven't developed, so everything that they're saying is true. I feel like advocating for other students on how to have better teachers, on how to improve their mentalities, is to have one-on-one conversations with each student, and asking them if they're okay, or if everything's okay at home, and just creating a safer environment for students in general. That way they won't have to struggle in silence. With all of the information being said, I really do feel like these type of issues need solutions, and effective solutions that can play throughout other people's lives. I really do feel like a lot of people that witness bullying, like bystanders and stuff, they don't tend to speak out, because it's not happening to them, it's happening to another person. So they feel like it's not their business, or it doesn't interest them enough, because it's not an issue that involves them. I feel like if they were the type of people to speak up, it could really help the one that's actually getting bullied, the victim. And I feel like implementing various anonymous questionnaires, and having just lectures or meetings with students of different grade levels, that could help implementing how to use anonymous sources, or how to talk to students without being recognized and stuff. Because the point is, the victim will not speak up, because they feel like they don't have enough courage to be helped with, and they feel like they're all on their own without having a support system. So I really feel like if teachers were to implement these type of solutions, or bystanders would just speak up for other people and their fellow classmates, it could really change the mentality and the effect that goes around in school. As a visualization, I found multiple reports online that help how to minimize bullying and the different types of effects it has on students on bullying. When students start to transition from elementary to middle school, bullying was actually decreased by 25%, but then was increased by 30% due to cyberbullying. I really feel like that's important, because students don't have that much access at a young age to the internet. But once you move to middle school, students start to get phones, they start to get technology, so you're more prone to be on the internet and have more social media outbreaks. And I feel like that just plays a huge factor, because instead of them getting bullied face to face, it's an easier method to be bullied through online, and I feel like that's not okay. As students transition towards high school, multiple teachers created anonymous questionnaires where students can report bullying anonymously without them having to like snitch on each other or anything like that. And my researchers found that 14.1% of students have been bullied throughout their life. Another one is 15% of students have not had effects of bullying and present time, but they have had been bullied before time. And then another 30% plays a huge factor on gender society, because I really do feel like a lot of people are very judgmental nowadays because of like the type of gender that they want to do, the type of pronouns that they want to do, and stuff like that. And I just feel like that plays a huge factor because that's how someone's developing themselves and how they see themselves. And I feel like nobody should be judged by it, especially bullied by it, especially cyberbullying, because that plays a huge part. And I feel like that can be changed if one another just helps each other, or just they just keep their minds to themselves and mind their own business, basically. With my speech, I really do think helping others is way easier than what people actually think. A big factor is standing up for one another, or like reporting a problem whenever you see a problem being issued. Teachers actually communicating with their students and like giving them assignments on how to improve on their mental health and how to improve on themselves. Having multiple lectures about how to like not use cruelty or use inappropriate jokes towards one another. That way they won't degrade themselves, and that way they won't tend to harm themselves, because suicidal things do happen because of how other people speak to one another. And I feel like our suicidal preventions can be actually decreased if we actually do help one another. And to regards, I also wanted to add the sources that I use for my presentation. I'm going to be reading them off from my laptop. The first one that I use is called healthcare.com by the University of Utah Health. It's called The Impacts of Bullying and What You Can Do to Stop It. The second one that I use is covecarecenter.org, Bullying Awareness Prevention. The title of the name is Bullying Awareness Prevention and What You Can Do to Stop It. The third one that I use is an article by multiple pediatric doctors that do examinations on younger children on their mental health and what happens in school. It's called Effects of Anti-Bullying School Programs on Bullying and Health Complaints. And the last one that I use is the article by Elisha Wolfson. It's healthline.com that held on how to stop bullying in schools and how to prevent them from happening in the future. Thank you. Thank you so much for listening and viewing this speech. I appreciate you for your time, and I hope to see you next time.